We're going to draw some mini monster portraits. And before we draw the monsters, we're going to draw a couple of frames. And you're going to need something that is square or rectangular to trace. And I have my crayon box, and that's going to be the perfect size. So I'm going to hold that steady with one hand and trace around it to get a nice rectangle shape. And I have one, and then I'm going to do a second one. You're going to need to make at least 2 frames. Let's start by drawing in a copycat line along the inside edge of this frame. And again, I'm going to do that on the other one. I'm drawing my copycat line really close to the first line. And then I'm just going to draw a little diagonal line connecting the corners. Looks a little more like a frame when I do that. Okay, before we draw our portraits, I want to remind you that the goal of your lesson is to create color value with colored pencils. So we're not going to put a lot of details into actually drawing the monster. We're only going to put in a couple of lines and a shape for the eye. So I'm going to look at the lines I know, and I could use any one of these for the top of the head. I'm going to draw one of these lines all the way across. So I've got my zigzag, and I bring it all the way across where the top of the head is. And then I'm going to think of a shape for the eyes, or eye, and I'm going to do a couple of ovals here. And my monster is going to have kind of googly eyes, so one eye is a little bit bigger than the other one. And I'm just going to add a simple line for the mouth and maybe one tooth. And now I'm ready to do my second monster. And I'm going to make sure it looks different than the first monster by drawing a different kind of line for the top of the head, maybe a different shape eye, and a different kind of mouth. So I'm going to go with my favorite line, loop-de-loo. This monster is only going to have one eye, and it's going to be a triangular shape. And a simple smile. The next step is to trace and erase. So with a black marker, trace over your pencil lines and then erase any pencil that's left. Now I'm ready to add some color, and we're going to review warm and cool colors. Remember that your warm colors are red, orange, yellow, and pink, and cool colors are green, blue, purple, and teal. I'm going to do one monster a warm color, and the other one is going to be a cool color. I'm going to start with my white colored pencil. I'm going to color in anything that I want white, like a tooth or the whites of the eyes. And I also want to color in the top of the head white, because I know I want my lightest tint, my lightest color at the top of the head. When I color my monster in, I want to make sure I have a dark, medium, and light value. So I'm going to use different pressures on my pencil to get those values. Starting up here at the top, I'm going to be barely touching my pencil to the paper to make my lightest color value. I'm using purple, and I'm going to make sure that I do my pencil strokes up and down, because that's going to help my different values blend together. I do have some white underneath the purple up here at the top to help the purple get even lighter. Now I'm using purple, and if you look at our warm and cool list, purple is a cool color. When I'm ready to do my second monster, I need to make sure I'm picking a warm color. And I will do the coloring the same way, with light on the top, medium value in the middle, and a dark value at the bottom. Okay, I've got a purple monster here. It's a cool color, and in the background, I want to make sure I put a warm color, so I can choose any of the warm colors to put back there. And when I'm ready to do the background on my orange monster, I'm going to pick a cool color. And the last step will be to add a little bit of color to the frames.